Black man power. Black woman power. Black child power. It's KLX This episode 17 of Take Charge of Your Life. Take charge of your mind. Take charge of your day. Take charge of your mental attitude. Just take charge. You know what I mean? Your future is in your hands. You know, you're the one who controls your smiles and tears. All right, this week we went through 15 points this week. All right, I covered the first 13 so far this week. I'm about to review those, right, and then I'm gonna get into these last 2 points. Hold up, it say my connection week. Hold up. You know I'm at Royal Imps right now, Dallas, Texas, 2007 West Davis Street. On the 25th, we got I got a major show, Generation X, The Great Awakening, where you're gonna see me perform live and a whole bunch of other great artists. Damn, my connection week. Hold up. Oh, all right, cool. Anyway, all right, cool. So let's take charge of your life. I'm about to go through these 15 points real quick. I'm gonna really focus on the last two because this is the only ones I hadn't covered this week. Or actually, 13, 14, and 15. All right, cool. So the first point that we covered this week was review your performance, right? I showed y'all goal books that I wrote in 2013 that outline a lot of the things that I do today. A lot of the lifestyle that I live is predetermined based on my goals. And so even though I haven't achieved my definite highest good, when I review my performance, I see how far I came, and that keeps me grateful. The second was face your fears, right? Fear could be used to paralyze you and keep you stuck and stagnant, or fear can be your fuel, right? Fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. Fear is just an emotion. It's only a feeling. It will not hold me back. Fear is only emotion, just like the rest of emotions. We just gave it more power, okay? Release fear, step into fear, overcome that fear, right? Exercise your willpower to change direction, right? Everyone can change. A little here, a little there, will revolutionize the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about? The fourth point that we covered this week was admit your mistakes, right? No one's perfect, even though, I mean, that's arguable, because since we're the perfect outcome of our past thoughts and actions, since we're the residual outcome of our past thoughts and actions, we pretty much are perfect. We execute it perfectly. Whatever our thoughts have focused on, our dominant mood or feeling, we've attracted these things into our lives perfectly. Any decision that we made, we executed it perfectly. Admit your mistakes. The fifth point was refine your goals, right? Go back over your goals as many times as it takes. Hold on. Damn, my connection weak. Hold up, because I want to make sure y'all getting these. I want to make sure y'all getting this juice, yo. Hold up. It still say my connection weak. My connection's still weak. If it's still weak, I'm about to just go to my original posting spot. Anyway, I'm gonna just go right here. Alright, cool. So after we talking about admitting your mistakes, then we talked about refining your goals. You feel me? And then the sixth point we discussed this week was believing in ourselves, believing in God, believing in the community, believing in the economy, believing tomorrow will be a better day. The seventh point that we covered this week was the first point on Wednesday, was ask for wisdom, right? Learn how to communicate with the higher intelligence. Ask for the wisdom that creates the answers. Ask the wisdom that creates the faith to believe that it's possible. Ask for the wisdom to deal with the challenges of today, of tomorrow, and the problems that your family will bring to you, right? Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. We also covered on Wednesday about conserving our time, understanding that time is our number one currency, right? The average person says they have 20 years left 20 times, right? I'm 27 right now. I literally do believe that I got 100 years left. You know what I mean? And And if I have 100 years left and I'm only parent prepared for 20 more, 30 more, then that's 70 years of an unplanned life. And we know what type of results those will. We know that when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. We know that, right? All right. After conserving our time and always giving it our best, we're talking about investing our profits. Profits are better than wages, right? Some people spend their working life trading time for money on one income stream, and then when that's over, then they can't earn any cash flow, while others spend that same amount of time developing assets, investing in assets that are going to pay them forever. So they have long-term, leverage, reliable, residual income. All right? And so profits are better than wages. Invest your profits. Wages will make you a living. Profits will build you a fortune. Right? And then the last point that we covered that day was protecting your family. Protect your family through the troubled times. Right? Protect the mind of your family. Build a financial wall around your family that no one can get to. Right? Take charge of your life. Take charge of your day. Take charge of your mind. Take charge of your mental attitude. Yeah, that's right. Take charge. Mental alchemy. Yep, that's what it is. We biohacking our lives, our lifestyles, our minds, and we're using our self-determination and our willpower to create the life of our future and our dreams. You feel me? Like I've been doing for the past couple of years, and that I continue to do, and like I intend to guide and assist you into living the life of your dreams. You know what I mean? So the 11th point that we covered this week, which is what I started covering yesterday, was living with intensity. Like I went so hard yesterday on the Take Charge of Your Life video, episode 16. It was lit. I'm talking about, I was giving y'all that fire, just like I always do. But it was about living with intensity, turning it up a notch, right? Putting more into what you do. Going the extra mile, right? Being stronger, being wiser, being better. Live with intensity, right? It will increase your vigor and vitality. The 12th point, which was find your place. 12th point of the week was find your place. No one can do you better than you, right? When you find the reason that you was born and a definite major purpose of your life and a divine assignment, the higher calling on your life, once you find that, and then once you begin to organize plans around you executing something in that room every day, I swear to God, you'll find your place. And when you do, when you work on your gifts, they will make room for you. When you work on your gifts, they will make a place for you. When you work on your gifts, they will make a place for you. You know what I mean? Like this. I'm UBVOA, the human liberator, best rapper you never heard, and a whole bunch of other shit. And I could stop doing everything. Like, check this out. I stopped with my main mission and vision for from 2014, pretty much all the way till now. I had to get knowledge of self. I became a brand ambassador for What's Up African. I learned a lot about blackness and culture. I put my whole mission pretty much on pause for a whole almost year and some change, 2 years. And guess what? No one has filled my space. I can go back to my 2013, 2014 videos and hear the message and the vision I was dropping for the people, and no one is giving it to them like that. No one. The whole 2 years have passed. And guess what? My space, my place, my room is still available for me. You know what I'm talking about? So that's the 12th point. That's where we left off last week. Finding your place. Everything in life has purpose. There's nothing in life without purpose. Not all purposes are known. That's why you got to go to the manufacturer. You got to go to the manufacturer for its purpose. I didn't ask you for what my life purpose was. I didn't ask my mom what my life purpose was. I didn't ask my preacher what my life purpose was. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't ask nobody except for infinite intelligence. Remember when we were talking about asking for wisdom, connecting to higher source? I understand. I took the time to investigate the working functions of my brain. You know what I'm talking about? So therefore, I can consult with the entity, the consciousness, the awareness, the being, the it that formed me. You know what I mean? It's like if something was wrong with my computer, would I go to the refrigerator manual? Would I go to the handbook for my refrigerator to figure out how to fix the computer? No, you wouldn't, right? If I wanted to fix the computer, I have to get the computer handbook, which came directly from its manufacturer. The manufacturer is the one who can tell you its original intent, its original purpose, and all of its functions. If you go to someone else besides the manufacturer, then I'm getting a limited perspective of the original intent and the original purpose of this fucking computer. So same thing, damn. Alright, so I cussed again this week on Take Charge of Your Life. I think that's my first time cussing on my Take Charge of Your Life videos this week, but I gotta call myself out. Because my mom told me that I should refrain from cursing on my self-mastery, self-motivation videos. I cuss when I stray too far away from the points that I have written down and I get too hyped. But anyway, let me just go to the next point. Demand integrity from yourself. Demand loyalty from yourself. You can't control anyone else. You can only control yourself. You can't even really control yourself. You can only control your mental attitude. I used to think that I could control myself and I do whatever the fuck I want to do, but then I learned and I know for a fact that these motherfucking, oh excuse me, I just cussed again, that these pilgrims could come up in here. These pilgrims could come up in here while I'm on live video, yank me up, put me in a box somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? They could do that. I won't be able to control that. Only thing that I will be able to control is my mental attitude, how I react and respond from that. I can't control none of my queens, right? I can only control my mental attitude when I'm reacting in response to, you know, their growth and development, you know, how they do, how they self-express, right? I can only control my mental attitude, period. You can't control anyone else. So therefore, I choose to lead the way and be the best example. Right? That doesn't mean that I'm perfect. That don't mean that I do every single thing that I say that I'm going to do. That means that when I don't do what I say I'm going to do, I'll admit it. And I don't have excuses. And I'll step up and take ownership and responsibility for the space that I occupy. You know what I mean? I'm committed to my growth. I'm committed to my development. Right? And so I demand integrity from myself. I demand integrity and loyalty from myself. The people around me, it's like, hey, man, you can't really trust them as far as you can throw them. I mean, it is what it is. People sick out here. People try and come up anyway, by any means. So you got to have that prepared. You got to plan that. When you list the obstacles that you might encounter, you got some of the obstacles you got to encounter on your journey to self-mastery and master success. It's some people try and use you as they come up. You feel me? People, you know, I've been people's come up a lot. I ain't really tripping though, you know, because all that do is just make me a part of their story, you know what I mean? When they tell their life story, they can't tell it without me in it. Right? Or they be missing entire chapters. Alright? So, demand loyalty from yourself. Be loyal to your own vision, your own dreams, your own goals. Right? Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Right? Now, the 14 point, see, look, I'm already over time and shit. Here it goes. The 14th point was welcome the disciplines. Right? Welcome the disciplines. Welcome the disciplines, fam. That just gave me chills. Excuse me. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the key to all success. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure. Bad habits are the unlocked door to failure, right? A successful life is nothing but a few simple disciplines repeated daily. Failure is just a few errors in judgment repeated daily. A few errors in judgment or a few simple disciplines. You choose. Make the choice. You feel me? Welcome all disciplines. Create. You know that you could by just switching your thought patterns and your thought forces, you could create the reality of your desire. You could create from the place that you are right now, abundance, right? Uniqueness, creativity, prosperity, sound health, peace of mind, freedom from fear, freedom from worry, a labor of love, harmony in your relationships, capacity for applied faith, hope for future achievement, wisdom to understand people, willingness to share your blessings with others. That's what you call a good life. And then the last point, I'm already over time, but it's all good. Yo, what up, Barry? Hey, bro, you come out to our event on the 25th, G. That joint's gonna go crazy. You know, I got my books and CDs. I'm gonna be selling my books and CDs there too. I'm gonna be performing live and all that. But anyway, the last point. Point 15. This concludes week 3 of Take Charge of Your Life. Second, yeah, anyway. The 15th point, y'all. Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right. If you check biblical literature, you can even see that wars are in heaven as well. War are in heaven as well. It's like this. It's opposites in conflict. That's what life is. Opposites in conflict. You better fight for what's right. It's wars in heaven as well. Check this out. Inside of your body right now, it's red blood cells versus white blood cells. One's fighting to kill you. One's fighting to keep you alive. If the one that's fighting to keep you alive loses, then you die. Opposites in conflict. We could just know that from our immune system. Our inner world creates our outer world, y'all. Fight for what's right. Stand up for what you believe in. You feel me? I could go tomorrow, my nigga. And guess what? I fought the good fight, G. You feel me? I stood for what's right. I got over 1,000 videos online with a prosperity message, promoting self-mastery, personal productivity, taking people from one level to the next, guiding and assisting them to take charge of their own life, their day, their mind, their mental attitude. I didn't just start talking like this when I started making these series videos. I've been on this, man, all day, every day. We around, yo. So this concludes this week of Take Charge of Your Life. I'm already 4 minutes over. It's all good, though. Keep the faith, yo. Stay grateful. Don't follow me. Follow your dreams.